of 15 harsh realities of a 70-year-old man and how we deal with them. Aging is a journey filled with new challenges, and reaching 70 often brings unique realities that can feel overwhelming. As men age, physical, emotional, and social changes become more noticeable. However, the way we approach these changes can redefine how we live and enjoy life. In this article, we'll explore 15 harsh realities faced by men in their 70s and offer practical, empowering strategies to address them. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. 1. Hearing loss in noisy environments. Hearing is a connection to the world around us, a way to share stories, laughter, and meaningful conversations. Yet, as men in their 70s, many find their ability to follow conversations in noisy settings slowly slipping away. A lively dinner with friends can transform into a frustrating blur of indistinguishable chatter, leaving us nodding politely while struggling to piece together what was said. The isolation that stems from this can be profound, especially when it becomes easier to avoid social gatherings than to face the embarrassment of constantly asking, "Can you repeat that?" But there is strength in addressing this reality with courage and honesty. Acknowledging hearing challenges is not a weakness. It's a step towards staying connected to the people who matter most. Regular hearing checkups can identify changes early, and modern hearing aids are discreet, effective, and can even be tailored to cut through background noise. Choosing quieter spaces for gatherings and letting loved ones know you need them to speak clearly fosters understanding, not pity. It's not about lamenting what's lost, but preserving the beauty of being part of life's conversations. The choice to adapt ensures that the laughter of grandchildren, the soft-spoken wisdom of old friends, and the world's sounds don't slip away unnoticed. By facing this challenge, you're taking charge of your experience, refusing to let aging steal your voice, or the voices of those you love, from your life. 2. Declining balance and increased risk of falls. Balance is something we often take for granted until it's gone. The simple act of walking across a room can feel less certain, and stairs that were once climbed two at a time now seem like obstacles requiring deliberate care. A stumble here or a near fall there can shake confidence and remind us of the fragility of our aging bodies. The fear of falling becomes more than a passing thought. It's a constant undercurrent in daily life, dictating how quickly we move, where we go, and what risks we're willing to take. This reality is not just about physical stability. It's deeply tied to independence and dignity. To combat this, we must embrace both awareness and action. Building strength through gentle exercises like Tai Chi or yoga isn't just about improving balance, it's about reclaiming control over our bodies. Strength training strengthens the core muscles that hold us steady, while intentional movements teach us to trust ourselves again. Equally important is reshaping our environments to prioritize safety without sacrificing comfort. A fall-proof home, free of clutter and lined with supports where needed, is not a sign of giving in, but of taking charge. Walking with care isn't a loss of freedom, it's an act of self-preservation. Acknowledging the challenge of balance isn't a defeat, it's a declaration that you are still here, choosing to move forward, no matter how cautiously. It's about valuing the life ahead enough to do what it takes to keep moving, standing tall, and living fully. 3. Slower reaction times while driving. Driving has long been a symbol of freedom and independence. The open road offers more than just a way to get from point A to point B. It represents control over our lives, the ability to visit loved ones, and the simple joy of exploration. But for men in their 70s, that control can start to feel uncertain. Reaction times slow, peripheral vision narrows, and the bustling chaos of modern roads becomes more intimidating. Highways that were once exhilarating now require laser focus to navigate, while parking lots with their constant movement of cars and pedestrians can feel like overwhelming obstacle courses. The acknowledgement of these changes can feel like a personal loss, yet it doesn't have to be. Adjustments are not admissions of failure, but acts of wisdom. Slowing down, sticking to familiar routes, and choosing daylight hours for driving are not signs of defeat. They're strategies to remain independent while prioritizing safety. Defensive driving courses tailored for older adults can be empowering, offering practical tips to stay sharp behind the wheel. More than anything, embracing shared driving responsibilities with loved ones fosters connection and trust. Allowing a spouse or family member to take the wheel on occasion is not relinquishing control. It's a reminder that life's journeys are richer when they're shared. With thoughtful adjustments and an open mind, driving can remain a cherished part of life rather than a source of stress or fear. 4. Loss of muscle mass and strength. Strength is often seen as a hallmark of masculinity, a quiet assurance that our bodies can support us through the demands of life. But as we age, muscle mass begins to fade, often imperceptibly at first, until one day we notice that simple tasks require more effort. Lifting groceries, climbing stairs, or even rising from a chair feels harder than it used to. This loss can feel like a betrayal, as if our bodies are no longer keeping up with the willpower and determination that have always driven us forward. Yet, within this reality lies an opportunity. Aging does not mean surrendering strength, it means redefining it. By engaging in regular strength training and resistance exercises, we can preserve and even rebuild muscle, regaining confidence in our physical capabilities. Stretching and core exercises practiced consistently improve posture and balance, ensuring that the body remains resilient and capable. Equally important is fueling this effort with proper nutrition. Protein becomes a lifeline for aging muscles, whether it comes from plant-based sources like beans and nuts, or traditional options like lean meats and fish. Eating intentionally is not just about sustenance, it's an act of self-care that reinforces our commitment to living fully and independently. The loss of muscle is not inevitable. It's a challenge that demands action and persistence. By facing it head on, we can honor the strength we've built over a lifetime and ensure that our bodies remain our allies in the years to come. 5. Feeling cold all the time. There's a quiet discomfort that comes with feeling perpetually cold, a sensation that seeps into your bones and becomes an unwelcome companion in daily life. For men in their 70s, the chill isn't just about the weather, it's a reflection of how the body changes with age. Thinner skin, reduced circulation, and even a loss of insulating body fat can make even a mild day feel frosty. This coldness can feel isolating, a physical reminder of vulnerability that wasn't there before. Yet, this is not a reality to endure in silence. Acknowledging the discomfort and adapting to it is an act of self-respect. Dressing in layers that you can adjust throughout the day offers comfort without compromise. Investing in cozy blankets, warm socks, or even subtle heating aids like heated chairs can turn the chill into an opportunity for comfort rather than a source of frustration. Beyond physical adjustments, it's worth exploring the underlying reasons for this change. A simple checkup with your doctor can uncover issues like thyroid imbalances or anemia, both of which can be treated to restore a sense of warmth and well-being. Feeling cold doesn't have to define your days. It can be a gentle nudge to care for yourself in new ways. Embracing the changes with compassion and warmth, inside and out. 6. Reduced appetite and changing eating habits. Food has always been more than nourishment. It's a ritual, a celebration, and a connection to loved ones. But as we age, appetite often wanes, and meals that once brought joy may feel like a chore. For men in their 70s, smaller portions and earlier dinners can become the norm, sometimes leaving a subtle sense of loss, not just of hunger, but of the social and emotional ties that come with shared meals. This shift doesn't have to mean giving up on the pleasure of eating. Instead, it's an opportunity to refocus on quality over quantity. Each meal can be crafted to nourish not just the body, but the spirit. A vibrant salad, a steaming bowl of soup, or a perfectly ripe piece of fruit can awaken taste buds and rekindle the joy of food. Incorporating nutrient-dense options ensures that even small meals pack a big health benefit. Adjusting meal times to suit your body's natural rhythm, making lunch the main event and keeping dinner lighter, aligns with the changes your body is signaling. Sharing meals with loved ones or friends turns eating into a communal act, restoring its role as a moment of connection and celebration. In the quiet transformation of your appetite lies a chance to redefine your relationship with food, savoring each bite as an act of gratitude for the life you've built and the moments yet to come. 7. Increased need for sleep but lower quality. Sleep, once a simple and restorative act, often becomes elusive with age. As men enter their 70s, the deep, uninterrupted rest they once enjoyed seems harder to achieve. Nights can feel restless, punctuated by trips to the bathroom, moments of wakefulness, or an inexplicable sense of unease. Even after a full 8 hours in bed, the morning can bring a lingering fatigue, as if the body hasn't truly recharged. This lack of quality sleep impacts more than energy. It ripples into mood, focus, and overall health. Yet, sleep remains one of the most critical pillars of well-being. Reclaiming restful nights starts with small, intentional changes. Creating a consistent bedtime routine, a warm shower, a calming book, or a moment of meditation signals to your body that it's time to wind down. The bedroom itself becomes a sanctuary, cool, dark, and quiet, free of distractions like screens or unnecessary noise. For those who find their sleep interrupted by conditions like sleep apnea, seeking medical guidance isn't just a choice, it's an act of self-care. Addressing these challenges can lead to profound improvements, not only in rest, but in overall vitality. Sleep is not a luxury, it's a necessity. By prioritizing it, you're giving yourself the gift of renewed energy and the clarity to embrace each new day. 8. Losing patience more easily. Patience, once a steady companion, can start to feel more fleeting in your 70s. Small frustrations, a slow driver, a miscommunication, or a misplaced item may ignite a sharper response than you'd like. The world seems to move faster, and its demands can feel relentless, leaving you yearning for simplicity and calm. This change isn't just about temper, it's about the emotional weight of years lived and the subtle adjustments of the aging mind. Yet impatience doesn't have to define these years. It's possible to meet the moments of frustration with understanding and grace. Developing self-awareness, pausing to recognize when impatience is creeping in, allows you to respond rather than react. Breathing deeply, counting to 10, or stepping away from the situation are small acts that can restore balance. Finding moments of quiet reflection through practices like meditation or prayer can also build a reserve of calm to draw upon during challenging times. Engaging in physical activity, whether a walk in nature or a workout at the gym, helps release tension and clears the mind. Most importantly, forgiveness, both of yourself and others, brings a profound sense of peace. Patience is not about perfection. It's about choosing kindness moment by moment, even in the face of life's small annoyances. 9. Struggling with modern technology. Technology, once a novelty, now seems to evolve at a speed that feels almost impossible to keep up with. For men in their 70s, the digital world can feel like a maze filled with ever-changing devices, apps, and platforms. Tasks that used to be straightforward, like calling a loved one or paying a bill, now often require navigating through screens, logins, and passwords. It's easy to feel left behind or even excluded from the rapid pace of modern life. But stepping into this digital landscape doesn't have to feel overwhelming. It's not about mastering every new app or gadget, but about focusing on the tools that genuinely enrich your life. Learning to use a smartphone to video chat with grandchildren or accessing health information online can reconnect you to the people and services that matter most. Community classes, often held at libraries or senior centers, offer patient, step by step guidance tailored to older adults. What's more, this journey into technology can become a shared experience. Leaning on younger family members for help opens the door to meaningful interactions and a renewed sense of connection. Asking for assistance is not a sign of weakness. It's a way to bridge generational gaps and learn together. By embracing these changes at your own pace, you can transform the frustration of technology into an opportunity for growth and connection, proving that age is no barrier to learning. 10. Shrinking physical size. The mirror tells a subtle story. A jacket that feels looser, pants that no longer fit the same, a posture that seems just slightly less upright. Shrinking in size, whether in height, weight, or muscle mass, is a natural part of aging, but it can also feel like a quiet loss of the stature and strength that once defined you. This physical change might bring with it feelings of vulnerability or the bittersweet acknowledgement that time has left its mark. However, there is a powerful way to reframe this reality. Shrinking physically doesn't diminish who you are. It's a sign of a life lived fully, a body that has supported you through decades of experiences. Caring for that body now with exercises that strengthen your core, improve posture, and build muscle is an act of gratitude for all it has carried you through. Regular strength training and stretching can mitigate the effects of compression and keep you feeling strong and steady. Updating your wardrobe to fit your current size is another way to embrace this change with dignity. Clothes that fit well and flatter your frame allow you to present yourself confidently to the world. Letting go of oversized or outdated garments isn't just about fashion. It's about acknowledging and respecting the person you are today. Shrinking in size doesn't mean shrinking in spirit. By facing this reality with care and intentionality, you honor the journey your body has taken and the life it continues to carry forward. 11. Feeling less relevant. Relevance is more than a sense of purpose. It's the belief that your presence and contributions matter. For men in their 70s, retirement and the natural slowing of life can sometimes leave an unsettling void. Without the titles, roles, or routines that once defined you, it's easy to feel as if the world has moved on without you. That sense of fading into the background, of not being as needed or valued, can strike deeply, challenging your sense of identity and self-worth. But the truth is, relevance doesn't disappear with age. It evolves. Your wisdom, experiences, and perspective are treasures that only deepen with time. Sharing your knowledge with the younger generations through mentoring or volunteering is one way to rediscover your sense of impact. Whether it's coaching a young professional, offering advice to a neighbor, or simply being a steady presence in your family, these actions reaffirm that you have much to offer. Relevance also means finding new ways to grow and contribute. Taking up a new hobby, learning a skill, or engaging in a passion you've always wanted to explore can open doors to fulfillment you never imagined. It's not about chasing what you once were. It's about embracing who you are now and the unique gifts this stage of life brings. The world still needs you, and by staying engaged, you remind yourself and others of your irreplaceable value. 12. Increase susceptibility to loneliness. Loneliness can creep in quietly, especially as the rhythms of life slow and social circles begin to shrink. For men in their 70s, the loss of a spouse, the relocation of children, or the fading away of old friendships can leave a profound sense of isolation. Even in the company of others, there's sometimes a feeling of disconnection, as though the world has subtly drifted out of reach. Loneliness isn't just an emotional weight, it's a health concern, affecting both mental and physical well-being. Yet, this is not a reality to face alone. Building meaningful connections takes courage, but the rewards are transformative. Rekindling old friendships or nurturing new ones can reignite a sense of belonging. Joining local groups, whether for hobbies, fitness, or community service, creates opportunities to bond with others who share your interests. Even small gestures, like starting a conversation with a neighbor or inviting someone for coffee, can plant the seeds of companionship. Technology, often seen as intimidating, can be a bridge to overcoming loneliness. Video calls with family, participation in virtual groups, or simply sharing photos and messages can make distant loved ones feel close again. Loneliness may whisper that you're forgotten, but reaching out reminds you and others that connection is always within reach. Every effort to engage, no matter how small, reaffirms that you're part of a vibrant, interconnected world. 13. Challenges with decluttering. Our homes are reflections of our lives, filled with objects that tell the story of who we are and where we've been to. Yet, as men in their 70s, the possessions we've accumulated over decades can begin to feel more like burdens than treasures. Boxes of old photos, shelves of unused books, and closets filled with items that no longer serve us weigh down not just our spaces, but also our minds. The task of decluttering can feel overwhelming, both physically and emotionally, as each item we pick up seems to hold a memory or a moment too precious to let go. But decluttering is not about discarding the past. It's about curating the legacy we want to carry forward. The process starts with small, deliberate steps, like focusing on a single drawer or box. It's an act of self-care and respect, freeing your space and mind for the present and the future. Sharing meaningful items with the loved ones gives them new life, while donating to charity ensures that things you no longer need can still bring value to others. Decluttering is also a chance to reflect on what truly matters. The memories attached to an object will always belong to you, even if the item itself doesn't. By letting go of what no longer serves you, you create room for simplicity, clarity, and peace. It's not about erasing your history, but honoring it in a way that allows you to move forward, unburdened and free. 14. Financial concerns about the future. For decades, financial planning was about building security, saving for retirement, supporting a family, and preparing for the unexpected. But in your 70s, the focus often shifts to preservation and careful management. The reality of living on a fixed income, coupled with concerns about healthcare costs or unforeseen expenses, can cast a shadow over the freedom retirement is meant to bring. Even if you've planned meticulously, the question of will it be enough can linger, creating an undercurrent of worry. This is a time for thoughtful recalibration rather than fear. Working closely with a financial advisor can provide clarity, ensuring your resources are allocated wisely to support the life you want. Simplifying your finances, streamlining subscriptions, downsizing unnecessary expenses, or reconsidering luxury purchases can alleviate strain and create breathing room. Beyond numbers, it's also a time to embrace the richness that doesn't come from wealth. The joy of a shared meal, a meaningful conversation, or a walk in nature costs little but offers immeasurable value. Financial security is important, but true wealth lies in the relationships and experiences that bring your life meaning. By balancing careful planning with mindful living, you can navigate this stage with confidence and gratitude. At 15, fear of becoming bored and lonely. As life slows down, the routine that once felt steady and fulfilling can start to feel monotonous. Days stretch longer, and the absence of the structure provided by work or family obligations can leave an unsettling void. For men in their 70s, the fear of boredom is often intertwined with a deeper worry, the fear of loneliness. The thought of days spent adrift, without purpose or connection, can weigh heavily on the mind and spirit. But boredom and loneliness are not inevitabilities. They are calls to action. Finding purpose in this stage of life means rediscovering what ignites your curiosity and joy. Exploring new hobbies, whether painting, woodworking, or gardening, offers a sense of achievement and creativity. Volunteering within your community brings connection and the fulfillment of making a difference. Even small, Daily rituals, reading a book, taking a walk, or tending to a pet can anchor your days with meaning. Loneliness, too, can be softened by intentional effort. Reaching out to friends, joining social groups, or even participating in online communities helps weave a network of support and camaraderie. The act of connecting, of sharing stories, laughter, and companionship reminds you that you are never truly alone. These years are not a time to retreat. They are a time to lean into the richness of life, embracing its quiet joys and creating new ones. By filling your days with purpose and connection, you transform fear into possibility and solitude into an opportunity for growth and renewal. How we handle these challenges together. Aging is a shared journey, not one to be faced alone. For couples, the challenges of growing older become opportunities to strengthen bonds, deepen understanding, and support one another in ways that transcend physical or emotional limitations. Together, the act of facing these realities is not just about survival, it's about thriving as a team, adapting to changes, and building a life that honors each other's growth and individuality. At the heart of navigating these challenges is open and compassionate communication. A willingness to talk honestly about fears, struggles, and hopes allows both partners to feel heard and valued. These conversations are not always easy, especially when discussing vulnerabilities like declining health or the fear of irrelevance, but they create a foundation of trust and empathy. By addressing concerns together, you create a space where neither partner feels alone in facing the uncertainties of aging. Prioritizing health and wellness becomes a shared commitment, a daily ritual of care and resilience. Whether it's heading to the gym, preparing balanced meals, or encouraging each other to schedule regular checkups, the act of looking after your bodies becomes a gift to one another. This shared focus strengthens not only your physical health, but also your emotional connection as you cheer each other on and celebrate small victories together. Wellness isn't just about living longer, it's about living well side by side. Equally important is the effort to simplify life, declutter the unnecessary, and focus on what truly brings joy and peace. Whether it's downsizing a home, streamlining finances, or letting go of possessions that no longer serve you. This process is transformative when done together. It's an act of liberation, freeing both of you to focus on experiences and relationships rather than the weight of material things. In simplifying, you rediscover what matters most: each other, shared moments, and the love that has carried you through the years. Adapting to change requires patience, but also creativity. Together, you find new ways to embrace activities and passions that fit your evolving abilities. Maybe it's trading high-impact sports for gentle walks or finding joy in hobbies that challenge the mind and feed the soul. Facing these shifts as a team ensures that no door closes without another opening, and no loss is felt without finding something new to celebrate. Above all, the most profound way to handle these challenges is by nurturing gratitude and connection. Expressing appreciation for each other's presence, support, and love turns even the hardest days into a reminder of what you've built together. Leaning into shared experiences, travel, family gatherings, or quiet evenings at home strengthens the bond that makes every challenge surmountable. Aging may change the rhythm of your life, but it can never diminish the partnership that gives it meaning. Facing these challenges together is an act of courage and love. It's a declaration that no matter how life evolves, you will continue to adapt, grow, and support each other, honoring the journey that brought you here and the path you will walk together in the years to come. Conclusion: embracing the journey together. Aging is not a defeat. It is a testament to the life you've lived, the love you've shared, and the resilience you've shown. It's a chapter rich with meaning where challenges become opportunities to reflect, adapt, and grow. For men in their 70s and the partners who walk this path beside them, this stage of life offers a chance to redefine strength, purpose, and connection. The changes that come with age, whether physical, emotional, or societal, are not barriers, but bridges to a deeper understanding of what it means to truly live. They remind us to prioritize health, savor the moments that matter, and lean into relationships that sustain us. They teach us that life's greatest joys are not found in avoiding discomfort, but in meeting it with grace, determination, and an open heart. Together, you have the power to create a life that honors the years behind you while embracing the days ahead. Every adjustment, every effort to communicate and connect becomes a building block for a future filled with resilience, love, and fulfillment. Aging may bring new realities, but it also brings wisdom, the kind that sees the beauty in simple moments, the courage to adapt, and the gratitude for a life well lived. As you move forward, remember, aging is not the end of the road, but a journey to be embraced, celebrated, and shared. Each day is a gift, and with intention, compassion, and partnership, you can make these years some of the most meaningful of all. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.